Good morning, students. Welcome to Carmel College. I am Priyanka. I am handling economics. Last year, like 8th, 9th, 10th, you might have studied economics, and this year you are going to study different branches of economics, and you have two parts. One is Part A and Part B. Part A you have stats for economics, and Part B it is Indian economics. And I prefer students not to buy the textbook. If you are needed, if it's your choice, but I prefer not to buy the textbook, and I'll show you the textbook. These are the textbooks, and this is Part A. This is stats for economics, and this will be handled by the other teacher. And this is Indian economy, and this is Part B. I'm handling Part B. And totally you have 19 chapters. From Part A and Part B you have 19 chapters. And let me start with the introduction of for economics, right? So economics is derived from Greek word oikos and nomos, which means household management. So when you go to the market, not only literate, even the illiterate also, he will know something about economics. When you go to the market, either may be literate or illiterate, he's going to prefer a good which is cheaper. And again we can see there economics, right? So economics, it is a part and parcel of each and every life, right? It is very, though literate or illiterate, everyone will be knowing about economics, basic economics, right? And today I'm going to start, I'm going to give you syllabus, what are the chapters you have and what are you going to study in first PUC, right? So first chapter, this is about development policies and experience. This is unit 1. Under unit 1 you have two chapters. One is Indian economy on the eve of independence. So before independence, what happened to our country economically, and after independence, so all those things we are going to discuss. And in second chapter, Indian economy 1950 to 1990. So 1950 means after independence. So how our economy increases, or growth rate of economy in the year 1950 to 1990. And next chapter, economic reforms. And what are the reforms? In the year 1991, new reforms were introduced, and all these concepts we are going to study under economic reforms. And next, it is third unit, current challenges facing the Indian economy. And here we have challenges. India is facing too many challenges, right? Out of which the first one is poverty. And in this chapter, we are going to discuss about the poverty. And the fifth chapter, it is human capital formation in India. And sixth one, it is rural development. So India is having a majority of rural areas, and presently we can see that many rural areas are also getting all the benefits which are enjoyed by the urban people, right? And the next one is employment, growth, informalization and other issues. So employment ratio, growth, how employment, from past you can see employment level was very less, and now employment ratio keeps on increasing, right? It is because of foreign direct investment, that is FDI. And next chapter, 8th chapter, it is about infrastructure. So Indian infrastructure we are going to discuss. And 9th chapter, environment and sustainable development. And last chapter, it is comparative development experience of India and its neighbors. So India and its neighbor means that is China and Pakistan. We are going to make a comparison in this chapter between China and Pakistan, right? So this is what I am going to, these are all the chapters I am going to cover for this year. And part A will be part A will be explained by the other teacher, got it? And you will be having assignment quiz every day. So first I am going to send the video. We are going to send the video, and after you watch the video, you have to attend the quiz, by which we are going to mark the attendance for you. And we are going to give you assignments, and on time you have to submit the assignments also. And I want you all to maintain notes so that it will be helpful for you to study for the test and all. Okay? Thank you.
Good morning, students. Welcome to Carmel, and I am economics teacher. My name is Krutika, and I'll be handling statistics for economics, and this is your textbook. And this statistics for economics is basically which is regarding collection of data, organization of data, presentation of data, which is related to economic information, and it also gives you some basic statistical tools which helps in analyzing and interpreting the economic information. And during this process, it also helps you to understand the behavior of economic data. Okay, so in this we have the 9 chapters. In that, introduction is the first chapter, and next to that is collection of data, organization of data, presentation of data, measures of central tendency. This measures of central tendency and measures of dispersions are the basic economic tools. Okay, correlation, index number, and use of statistical tools. These are the 9 topics which we are going to study in statistics for economics. So thank you, and please be regular to your class and do your assignments and attend the quiz. That is what we are considering as attendance. Okay, thank you so much.